Hi guys, Crispo here, and I thought I'd bring you some news from Portsmouth. As you can see, Southampton rejected our friendly proposal. They're too busy. I tried to get a cheeky one in with Spurs, and they were also too busy. So unfortunately, we do not have a home friendly. I've had several offers for one of my staff, Mark Mason. Was approached by Wolves, West Brom and Swansea. I spoke to him personally and told him he was going to be a valuable part of my team, and he agreed to stay. The reason I've done this now is I want those people to stay for the time being because I can't afford to pay them off and also to offer anyone any wages to come in. On Wednesday we played a friendly against our reserves and we beat them 3-0. Wasn't really looking for anything particular in this match, just more of a fitness run. I think just run out on some fitness for our players. It was the Capital One Cup draw on Thursday, and we got a home tie against Torquay. I'd like to hopefully try and get as many home ties as far as we can go in the Capital One Cup. Obviously, it's all extra revenue for the club to get the finances back on track. We had a friendly on Saturday where we lost 2-0 away at Exeter. Wasn't really expecting much from the game. Obviously, the assistant was running it with whichever players he chose. I was happy for him to do that. As you can see, our physio was offered a job by Birmingham under-18s. I had a chat with him again and asked him to stay, and he agreed to stay. And then on the Sunday, we had news about the season tickets. We need to sell another 700, which is great because we sold 5,940. And we also received some great news regarding the club. Portsmouth bankers have announced the club is back in the road to financial recovery, and we're looking to get players now. I'm just going to go back to the finances. You see, this month when we started, there was a £500,000 loss. We managed to make that only into £130,000 loss. And we can see season ticket sales have been a major part of that, with £485,000 so far this season, and we've got 3,000 in already from gate receipts. Unfortunately, tax is killing us as an expenditure. £97,000 in tax this year. And you can see there's my potential starting lineup for the squad. I am needing a backup goalkeeper, and I will be looking to try and bring at least one in on loan over the next few weeks, depending on what happens. But we do have a friendly against Millwall in a couple of days' time, so we will just have to see what we can do, if we can bring anyone in before then, or if it's going to have to wait until later on. We have around a month, I think, before we start to get into any trouble. I'd like to have new players in before the deadline. I don't want to be having to make panic loan signings on the last couple of days. So we will have to hopefully have everyone in around about the time we play Bury on the 22nd of August. As you can see, there was the rejected offer from Birmingham, just over 5,000 off our wage budget per week. But we are going to look for some loan players. We will try and get them from the Premier League, as I've noticed that when you get loan players from the Premier League, you have to pay little, if any, of their wages, whereas you start going down to the Championship, and a lot of clubs are looking for around 50% of a player's wage. Unfortunately, we just cannot afford that. I'm going to try here with Michael Chopra. As you can see there, Ipswich are looking for a monthly fee of 12,000. We just simply can't afford that, as much as I'd love to get in Chopra, and he is in their reserves. we are going to have to be a bit more shrewd about what we do here. So I'm actually going to just look for a goalkeeper for now. As you can see, there are a lot. Mikael Anderson at Reading, Neil Etheridge at Fulham. There's Radek Cherny, who's also available. I think the first one we're going to look to try and get in is this Neil Etheridge from Fulham. See if we can get him on loan. He's on £1,500 a week, and Fulham would not require any contribution to his wage. We'll try and get him on loan for the season. I don't know whether he's valued at 50,000. I'll put a tentative future fee on of 20,000 to see what they say. They may come back and say no. See, Fulham have set an asking price of 14. So the potential to say we'll give you 20 grand. If the club's in a position to do it, we will be, hopefully, his value will go up because he'll be playing well for us. We'll also look to get Radek Cherny, I think. Yes, he's 38, but if we can get him in on nothing, he's on 12 grand a week. QPR won't want him there. If we can get him in, hopefully, it's cover potentially. But we'll also try and get Mikael Anderson on loan. He's on 4 grand a week, and Reading they want nothing towards it. So we'll leave that for now. We'll make an offer for those 3 keepers, and we'll see what we can get. We'll now look to see if we can find any strikers in the Premier League. We've got Callum McManaman at Wigan, Chris O'Grady, Sheff Wednesday, Matt Derbyshire at Forest. I wonder if we can get Derbyshire playing their reserves. Finishing 12, heading 12, passing 11, technique, natural fitness 16, pace 11, composure, decent anticipation. We'll see if we can get Derbyshire in. How much are you going to want to pay? 50%. Expected monthly contribution is 29,000. We cannot afford you as much as I would love to. Okay, we'll scroll down and see if we can find anyone. Looks like Callum McManaman is the only striker. Southampton. Jonathan Forte could potentially be one who could have an impact. Other than that, they're all Championship or other League One clubs. Nathan Ellington, you're at Ipswich. Chelsea. Patrick Bamford potentially could be one. And we're now starting to, now that the value's going down, we are starting to look. This is going to be tough, trying to get a striker and trying to get us that firepower that can put us up the table. So, well, I'll have a quick look. I'll see if there's anyone on Spurs' books, any strikers. Can I try and get in Suleiman Kabay? Make it a loan. Tottenham would prefer if you played at a higher level. Okay, we'll put in the offer just in case. And I'll tell you what, the guy who's been in the newspapers recently, Tony Watt, I think it is, the Celtic youngster. Where are you? There you are. Okay, Tony Watt. Wow, look at those stats. We'll see, valued at 800,000. Ooh. Watt is not currently transfer listed using a rotation. Celtic are not willing to allow this player to leave on loan due to his first team commitments. Damn it. I'll tell you what, we'll put in a cheeky bid just in case you decide you're going to change your minds. I don't think you will, but we never know. If you don't ask, you don't get. Okay, guys, we'll look to forward the calendar on a couple of days and get this Millwall friendly out the way. Aha. Here we go. Sosa set for Tottenham. Metalist Jose Sosa is very happy to agree terms with Tottenham. Football media. Yeah, I put in a bid for Cudicini before, unfortunately that's got rejected. Okay, Mancini's after Kyle Walker. Harley agrees mutual contract termination. Okay. Termination package was 14,000. It's less than what I expected, but we've got £3 a week off our wage budget, so within a space of a month, we've made the money back. Oh, and he only signed in 2012, a few months ago. Here we go. Contract status. I would like to let you know an important value member of the team. Seems to be a lot to me about speaking to me personally. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I've got to get off now. Cheers. That's perfect. Here we go. Oh yeah, so look to try and get Salif Diao back in. He was at the club a couple of years ago, but unfortunately he didn't accept it. Here we go. We've got some replies back. Reading have accepted. QPR have accepted. Tottenham have accepted the loan for Carroll. Fulham have accepted the loan for Etheridge. We'll go forward and see if we can get some of these keepers signed and potentially in for the next game. 8 pieces of news. Here we go. Portsmouth's Watt loan bid rejected. Portsmouth's Koulibaly loan bid rejected. Cudicini has gone elsewhere. Anyone else in Spurs' squad though who we may be able to pick up? Sabalos, Central, Jermaine Genus, 35k a week. Get you on loan, and Tottenham would not require anything. Okay, we'll make it a short term. We'll make it a 3-month loan. See if they'll agree to that. Sort of see if they look at it as a chance for us to get some fitness. Sosa's work permit has been granted. Wow, that's a lot of 4.5% to one, 4.5% to another. Okay. We'll get this game against Millwall played, and here we go. How do we get on? Oh, and we lost 3-1. Abdu Henderson with 2 goals, and Rogers scored for us. Thomas Carroll has joined Barnsley. Yep, fair play to him. He's gone for the Championship rather than coming to us in League One. Anyone else in the Spurs squad we can get? Anyone we can pick up? Adam Smith. Wow, worth 1.8 million. Defender right. Regarded as a hot prospect. Loan. Tottenham would for Adam Smith to play at a higher level. That's rather unfortunate. Make it till the end of the season. You don't ask, you don't get. We'll put a bid in. Any other news? No. Okay, we'll forward the schedule A and see if we can actually get any of these loan signings in. Wow. Tottenham have accepted the loan offer for Portsmouth Jermaine Genus. Things may be looking up here. And my scout has given us a report on Lincoln City. Okay. 3 days to go to Lincoln. Tottenham have rejected the move. Cherney set to go. Do I want Cherney or whatever? If I could get the other 2 youngsters, as all those loan bids have been accepted, we can get the 2 youngers in. So we'll delay that transfer. If they say no, fair enough, we've lost out. But we'll just have to see what we can do. Okay, guys, I'll get back to you if there's any more news regarding our loan signs. Oh, there we go. Before I even say that, Jenners has rejected it. Anderson's set to move to Portsmouth on loan. Yep, we'll accept that. You have been made 5-2 favourites to gain promotion. How the bloody hell have we been made 5-2 favourites? By offering odds of 5-2, the bookmakers are tipping you to put the disappointment of relegation behind you. When I started this, it had media prediction 24th. In real life, everyone was tipping Portsmouth to not do well. Oh, fantastic news again. Etheridge set on loan move. So we've got our 2 youngsters in. Our 2 young keepers in. We could probably even potentially get rid of our starting keeper, as the money we'll save on his £500 a week. So if we save that every week throughout the course of the season, that will be in at least 20 grand to buy Etheridge, who we can buy for 20 grand at any point. Yeah, I think things are starting to look up for us here. It's fantastic news. I really want some Spurs players on loan. Anyone else in the reserves? Dean Parrott, potentially. Ryan Mason's possibly the only other one. Jonathan Obika, I know you've been on loan for real at. I'm sure you've been in League One. Was it Barnet you're at as well? No, Yeovil. You've been at Yeovil, you've been at Palace, Peterborough, Swindon. 13 finishing. No, I'm not going to take the risk. Okay, friendly against Lincoln coming up today. I'm on in Brighton in 3 days' time. Hopefully we can win one of these 2 friendlies that are coming up and get some momentum. Portsmouth showed little touch. Here we go. Portsmouth Dean Russell was back in a dressing room after earning himself a second yellow card in 42 minutes. What? Then Rogers gave us the lead a minute later, and Ashley Harris completed the scoring on 46. Ashley Wedgwood had a chat with Guy Whittingham and some comments made about Jack Compton's progression. Jack Compton wants a bit more playing time and experience, put on an individual routine. Okay. Guy Whittingham feels Compton has been unhappy with training lately. Why have you been unhappy with training, fella? Potentially I could sell you because you play midfield left, and if I'm going to play the way I play, you aren't going to fit into my system. I could try and train you as a central midfielder though. You could be quite good as a central midfielder. But if I change formation, I'll say, well, we'll just leave it on that for now and we'll see where we go from there. Fantastic. There's my 2 goalkeepers in there. We'll make Etheridge the starting keeper, as I'm looked to be going to sign you on a permanent basis. Anderson, you can be the backup. And Eastwood, we are going to... I'll tell you what, yeah, I'm going to transfer this. You're valued at 3,500. Your contract's up for renewal soon, so if I can't sell you by that point, I'm just going to get rid of you. So I'll look salary now. Still 2 grand to get rid of. Westwood, we can get rid of you. You're £500 a week. Wow, season tickets. We only required to get 6,600 and we've got 8,000. It's fantastic. The fans are coming back, which is good news. Which also means obviously there's going to be some money. Oh, Eastwood concern. Coach Guy Whittingham has had a chat with Simon East this morning and feels the player. This can stay between us for 2 of us for now. If you're trying to force me out of the club, and I do not want to leave. Do I? Okay. Am I going to be assertive, or am I just... I don't really want to be aggressive with you. You need to... Definitely don't think I need to be aggressive with him. I'll just be calm. You need to be professional, Karen, doing your job. Are you trying to make things worse? Well, I'm not going to apologise and let you stay. You're being unprofessional. There you go, and showing me a lack of respect. You have no choice after the way you've treated me. I think we should leave this discussion. I'm not happy with how you've dealt with it. I don't give a crap. At the end of the day, Eastwood underlines determination to stay. Portsmouth manager Chris Brown was coming under fire from one of his players. Speaking to a national radio station, Eastwood slammed out for treating a lack of respect. Your contract's up for renewal the 16th of October. Not only am I going to transfer list you, I'm going to loan list you as well. Sod it, you're out of the club. Either selling you, loaning you out, or damn right letting you go on a free. You're not staying with me, mate. You have just shafted yourself. No news for me. Oh, yes there is. Blackburn have offered John Keeley contract status. I want you to stay for now because I can't afford a severance package, and also I can't afford to pay anyone, give anyone a signing on fee for coming in. Luke Rogers, hamstring injury, out for 4 weeks. Bollocks. Well, then again, it'll be Harris, and it had to be Harris and McLeod as my two strikers. Unfortunately, there's no one on the bench, so I'm going to have to go in again for a striker on loan. Hope someone else has come on the list. And it doesn't look like it. Okay, contract expired. Is there anyone I can bring in? Emil Mpenza. You're probably going to want far too much money. I'm currently in discussions with STVV. Fortunately, I do not know who you are. What else? Is there anyone else out there who we can get in? Here we go. Free transfers. Yari Litmanen. You're 41, but you may be able to do a job. Look at those stats. You should tear League One up, even if I can get you 60 minutes per game out of you, I think. Unless you want ridiculous wages, and you want more than I can afford to pay you. Okay, we'll search the free agent list and just make it strikers. Is there anyone else? Any youngsters that are available? Anyone that's going to leap out? So none that are rated 15, 11, 20, 30, 14, 13. Stephen Reynolds already has a bid. Finishing 13, pace 13, stamina. Okay, you've played for the Super Jays, Air, and Wraith on loan. Tag Purcell, 27 years old, 13 finishing, 12 heading. History, who have you played for? You've played for Shamrock, Darlow, Northampton, we're at Cork. Okay, I'll drop it down to 12. Anyone there that brings up Leon Knight? 27-year-old Adam Boyd. Finishing 12, composure 12. Hartlepool. Okay. You've not really got a great goals to games ratio. I know don't really want 11s, possibly not enough, but if there's someone whose career is coming to an end who may be able to do a job, so like Junior Agogo could be one to have. Darren Mackey could also be another. I'll offer you a trial Agogo. I'm not going to go straight out and offer you a contract. I want to see what your fitness is like. Wanted by 2 clubs. Okay, we'll forward the schedule there. Hopefully get this Brighton game out of the way, and then I'm going to call that a day, I think, for this episode. What I'll do... Oh, Alan Fowler's Portsmouth injury. Luke Rogers is the only one. Not room. Hold a meeting with the backroom staff. I can't afford to appoint anyone else, so I'm going to have to leave that for now. Who else? Training for Liam Walker. Start individual training for Mikel Anderson. Individual training. Yep, we'll start the training that guy wants for him. Yep, Dunbar, you can have individual training. Oh, yep, Herman Haridason. You used to be at Pompey, but I don't know. I've got a decent left back. I think you're going to want silly money at the moment. And I just cannot, until I get a cash injection of some description, I cannot afford. Mark Chamberlain's Nick Officer made available for loan. Yep. Wrong squad status. Important first team player is currently described as a backup. He definitely is an important first team player. Yep, Howard is definitely an important first team player. Doesn't feel you should offer him a professional contract. Okay. Upgrade youth facilities. They're going to tell me there's no money. I would like to improve youth facilities. We agree with you, simply cannot fund. Yep, I knew you were going to say that. A little bit more mechanic would be an ideal tutor for Josh Thompson. Chamberlain recommends getting mechanic. No, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't him. Just making sure that one's not saying one and the other one's not saying another. Okay, we'll speak to mechanic privately. Okay. I want you to, as a senior member of the squad, I'd like you to tutor Josh Thompson as I feel. Improve his game. As a senior member of the squad, it would be beneficial if you were to take Josh Thompson under your wing and mentor him off the pitch. Don't see any reason why not. You wanted to see me. I think your game will improve by learning from Lubimar. Okay, they're all the same. Reluctantly, I'll work with Lubimar. Assertively, I'm going now. I'm sure you'll want me for something else soon. Mechanic, what else can I do for you? I don't want you to retire for international football. That'll do for now. Thanks, big fella. Okay, we'll continue the schedule until Brighton is done. Important dates. Nothing I really did know apart from... No, I think we're okay with all of those dates. Okay, hopefully by the end of August we've got through to the third round of the Capital One Cup. We'll get this friendly out of the way. Oh. Your person isn't giving you an advance warning that their contracts with 28 players. Squad win bonuses. Contracts can wait and I'll do them off recording. Okay, league bonus. Under the pros agreement you would be paid a total of 230k to be shared amongst the pods. Yet we'll just go with the normal ones. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to do the squads contracts off. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll get this friendly out of the way and then you don't need to see me trying to sign the players, because I'm going to have to beg and plead with them, I think. See if I can get any of them to take a wage cut. If not, I think a couple will be going. Westwood will definitely be going, so that's another 500 I know off the budget, but I still need to trim 1,500. And Williamson was sent off. So that's 2 players in 2 games I've had sent off. Fan-bloody-tastic. An error from Alex Grant. Well, it's all about getting the kids some experience. We'll move the schedule on, I think. Or shall I just cut it here? Yep, I'm going to cut it here, guys, and I'm going to work my way through all these contracts. And what I'll do, I'll move the schedule on until the first game of the season, and we will have some in-game commentary. That's everything for this episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers.